Welcome to Chefstok podcast with Love Food More, featuring me, your host Joshua Wobo, where we talk about monetizing your passion for food. Um, Now, I'm gonna jump right into this topic because this month has been very interesting, as it's been a struggle for me because we've been in a lot of debt from all of the side hustles we've been doing that haven't really proven successful yet. So initially, I tend to make a lot of investments, and I use a line of credit using credit cards, and usually it's been pretty good where I'll use a credit card as leverage to go out and create business opportunities, buy produce and make more money, flip it, pay off the card, and then whatever profits we get to keep. But an incident happened where we had to use the card to go on an opportunity that lasted longer than we thought it would, and the return on investment was not as high as we anticipated yet, and now we were paying for it. So basically, yeah, I was very stressed out. I had this moment where every month the interest would come out, and I would look at it and I'd be so upset, like, oh, $200, $300 in interest payments is coming out. That's not even hitting the principal. It's just for having borrowed so much money, and I was just so frustrated with that, and I was so frustrated with myself that every month $300 was just being paid because I was in a lump sum of debt. So literally 3 o'clock in the morning, I decided to jump on and figure out how to make more money. In order to save more money or to pay off debts, of course, you can do a couple different things. For me, the first thing was make more money. Second thing was to cut spending and figure out where your money was going and allocate it in a way where if you could save a couple dollars here and there, then do it. And that could be like the littlest things, from like not getting coffee, not eating out, because when you think about it, yeah, it's $4, $3 a day, $6 a day, whatever it is. But then what it does is this creates this habit in your mind where you become more self-conscious of the spending that you're doing, and it's not like, oh, it's just $3, it's $4. You think about it like, oh, that's $4, that's $3. It's a different feeling to it when it feels like there's more value being put out there. What I like to do is think of it as time. Like, for the longest time, I've seen time is money. We work hourly, we get paid hourly, and we think about it like that. Like, if I wanted to go buy a pair of shoes that cost $60 and I get paid $10 an hour, are those shoes worth 6 hours of my time? Now, that's might be an exaggeration, like, oh, who makes $10 an hour, right? But maybe some people do. Maybe you do. Maybe you still do. Like, I was making $10 an hour in the restaurant, right? Like $10, $11 an hour. That was not unpopular. That was not a thing that didn't happen. It happens, right? Only a few restaurants pay more than that. So, I'm just like, I was very stressed out. Like, I have a family now, and I'm thinking, like, why is my money just going to interest? I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to double down, focus on freaking paying off this debt, and I'm going to pay it off ASAP. And it happened to be that I was able to pay it off in a month. Now, I don't want to freaking trip everybody up, like, oh, you paid off in a month, and side hustle, that's crazy, like, that's cool, man, but how much was it, really, So it ended up being around 10 grand. But listen to this, like, being $10,000 in credit card debt was super stressful because the interest rate was 24, 26%. So every month, $240, $260 was coming out and just being thrown away because I had borrowed so much money. And for me, what really upset me was like thinking, like, oh man, that I could have bought my son a drum kit with that money, or I could have bought, a freaking new oven, or something for myself, or something for my wife, or something to help make more money, or to expand the business, whatever it would be. And it's just like, it was just being thrown away because I had messed up and borrowed money. So I wanted to jump in and freaking make as much money as possible. Now, a lot of the things I've been doing have been a series of the work that I have had in the past, like landing some deals that are going through and the payments are coming in. And a lot of them have been just gigs I've been picking up this month just to freaking work extra hard to pay off these loans or this debt. So, I'm not here telling you like money advice. I'm just telling you what I've done. But I by no means am somebody who is very well off with money, right? And so I don't want you think this is advice. This is just me talking about my experiences, because in the end, don't take money advice from broke people, because they don't know what they're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. I realize that there's a problem with our spending habits, with the amount of debt I'm in, and I realize I need to make a change. And that starts with me making more money, saving more money, and learning what to do with money when I make it. So right now, in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I've been able to pay off $7,500 in credit card debt through side hustles and gigs that I picked up on the side, on top of working my regular job, which just pays the regular bills around the house and groceries, etc., etc. And yeah, so what side hustles did I pick up that helped me pay off this debt? First one was catering gigs. I'm a chef by trade. I have a personal chef business where I cook for a family 5 days a week. And I started to expand and cook for more than one family, and reaching out to old contacts on the list, and being like, hey, do you want to do a dinner? We're available to help. And this was very stressful because I ended up double booking some days where I would do 2 dinners back to back, early one and a late one, and then do food prep at night for the next day for lunches, and then pick up a gig on the weekends. And it was just very stressful, but it was able to knock out our debt significantly. So that's one way, was pick up more catering gigs. Another one was to sell a product. I have my hot tubs company when we sell a product, and it's been very slow lately, but we've been picking up more sales. We did a social media launch, shipped it out to a bunch of people, and hopefully that's going to have a return, but maybe not. We'll see. And another thing was brand deals. I had some brand deals that have been in the work for a while, and now I'm just dialing in and doing these videos and sending them out and asking for my money to come in. So that was a significant help in paying off this debt. Another one is I started doing freelance work. I looked into Upwork, and I'm just like, hey, I need to make more money. Let's see what kind of jobs are available for a freelancer. And surprisingly, I saw some really cool jobs, and I'm like, hey, these seem actually really interesting. Let me do that. And if you have a current job now that has flexibility with giving you more hours, you can always start there and be like, hey, now I need a couple more hours. I got some bills I want to pay, and sometimes I'll make it work for you. For me, being self-employed, the stress was I have to make the work, I have to find the work, I have to create the work and do the job. So, in the end, it is the last day of February tomorrow, and I still have $2,500 left to pay off over the $10,000 loan. But after I do have a contract out to get some money that people owe me, and once they send me the money, then I'll be able to pay off the entire debt in a month. So technically, I'm saying I paid it all off in a month, because I'm just waiting on the check at this point, which is really exciting. So, this is what it is. Learn how to use debt for leverage, but don't dig yourself so deep into a hole like I did, where it becomes really difficult to get out. Because I will say we are on this I am on this edge of I'm so stressed out, I don't know what to do, and I just want to work and pay off these debts so I can save money for my kids and for our future and for whatever else we decide to do. So that's the plan, and that's what we're doing, and that's what we're doing here at Chefstok. There's a bunch of different ways you can make money in the food, and it really disheartens me sometimes when I've heard fellow chefs and fellow friends be like, hey man, I'm not going to be a chef anymore, I'm not going to cook anymore, there's no money in this industry. And I'm like, there's ways to make money in this industry, you just have to figure it out, and you gotta look around and do different things. I'm really curious, if you're a chef in the industry, what other ways do you make money? I would love to see what you do. Leave a comment down below, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about the different ways to make money as a cook or as a chef, right? Is it just showing up to work every day and cooking for people? There's a lot of different things you could do, and I'm here to tell you what they are and just talk about it. So thanks for tuning in to Chefstok, where we talk about monetizing your passion for food through social media, through products, whatever it is, really, because I'm interested in all those things. So definitely make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to hear more of the stuff like this and my channel. My name is Joshua Wobalt, and I know you love food. Let's get you love food more.